UK territories must publish details of who controls firms registered there or face being put on an international blacklist, Labour has warned. In a letter to UK overseas territories and Crown dependencies, party leader Ed Miliband says a Labour government would give them 6 months to comply. If not, they could end up on the list of tax havens of the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development. Mr. Miliband said billions of pounds were siphoned off into tax havens. His letter is being sent to British overseas territories, Anguilla, Bermuda, the British Virgin Islands, the Cayman Islands, the Turks and Caicos Islands, Gibraltar and Montserrat, and the Crown dependencies of Jersey, Guernsey, and the Isle of Man. Shrouded in darkness. He told them they will have to produce a publicly accessible central register of beneficial ownership within 6 months if Labour wins May's general election. If any overseas territory or Crown dependency does not meet this deadline, we will ask the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development to put them on the OECD's tax haven blacklist, he went on. Leaders from the G20, made up of 19 of the world's largest economies plus the European Union, have previously agreed to impose sanctions against jurisdictions on the OECD blacklist. The OECD's list of uncooperative tax havens has been empty since 2009, though 38 jurisdictions are on a list of those committed to improving transparency and establishing effective exchange of information in tax matters. The territories and dependencies written to by Mr. Miliband are all on that list. He said, more than 18 months have passed since David Cameron promised to shine a light on the tax havens in UK overseas territories and Crown dependencies, and their affairs are still shrouded in darkness. Labour said none of the jurisdictions had yet delivered on the Prime Minister's pledge that they would publish a company ownership register. Registers in overseas territories and Crown dependencies would help stop or stem tax avoidance by showing the tax authorities who is diverting money into companies in these havens and where the money of UK taxpayers is going, Labour claims. Rather than protecting UK overseas territories and Crown dependencies as we do now, we would act as whistleblowers, making a formal request to the OECD that they should be added to the blacklist, the party warned. Mr. Miliband said the UK has a responsibility to open up the overseas territories and Crown dependencies which are held responsible for so much tax secrecy and avoidance. He added, billions of pounds is being siphoned off into tax havens where our authorities cannot discover even the true ownership of firms registered there, let alone the scale of wealth hidden away.